welcome back to Miami Miles. My name is Mickey. In this video, I want to share with you my impressions on the brand new Corvette Z06. That's right, guys. GM was just like, They did a big, you know what, to all the people that were taking spy shots of the Z06, that were revealing all of these different thoughts and ideas about it, and they actually went ahead and revealed the car. Now, I saw it yesterday. I was scrolling down my feed and I was like, why are they showing me another C8? Then I zoomed in and I'm like, holy shit, the new Z06. And at first, to be honest, guys, I wasn't flabbergasted. I wasn't gobsmacked, as the Brits would say. I just looked at the car and I was like, wow, why would they show us an old man spec Corvette C8 Z06? Why not go flamboyant red or flamboyant orange or blue with huge wings? And then I really started to realize that I know exactly what they're doing. They showed us what the base is. And when you take that image and you start pinching and zooming, you start realizing that it's a lot more than an old man spec C8. It's almost everything. It's building up to be perhaps the greatest car in the last 5 years. Now let me tell you why, guys. At this age, you're like,
Mickey, you're a fanboy. You just love the Corvette.
Listen, Johnny, I love the Corvette because I owned a C6 Callaway Corvette with over 700 wheel horsepower thereabouts, and that car meant the world to me while I had it for about 2 years. So yes, I love GM, I love Corvette, but more than that, if we look at the front of the car, guys, you are absolutely blown away by the size. The extra inches of front splitter that the car has. GM went ahead and they took a page from the LT ethos and they're like, in order to make this thing more aggressive, we need to make it longer, right? And then when we look, that front splitter combines into a beautiful, a brand new, huge intake on both ends of the bumper that looks like it's going to inhale the world in through that intake into its 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 that revs to 9,000 RPM. I'm telling you guys, those vents look so aggressive that, you might have issues with a rock flying up into them and destroying one of your radiators like it happened in the AMG GT. In addition to its beautiful front, the thing that really surprised me about the car, and it's really hard to tell with its silver paint color, is the fact that the car is much wider. That's right, guys. If you look up at the headlight, you'll see that there's a crease separating the headlight and the fender. And that crease yields probably a couple extra inches. And guys, a couple extra inches make all the difference. Anyways, I'm sorry for being a child. Nonetheless, the car looks like it's sitting on this wide body, right? It looks so menacing with those extra couple inches. And that theme follows along all the way down the side of the car and incorporates into the back. It looks like it's got these delicious back hips, just like the GT3 does, just like the GT3 RS does. It's like these guys over at GM finally took a page from all the exotic car brand manufacturers that have been killing it in the game, like Porsche, Lamborghini, and Ferrari, and made the perfect combination of all these cars into one. At this stage, you're like, Mickey, GM does things that are unique. Listen, man, I'm with you. Like, if you're a GM fan, you're gonna think that they're revolutionizing the world on their own, but let's think about it. The fact that that front fascia and that front splitter is longer, where does that come from? That comes from the LT sub-brand in McLaren. The fact that it now has that beautiful, huge intake on the side relative to the C8, where does that come from, Well, that comes from Porsche, that comes from McLaren, that comes from Ferrari. And then when you go down and you see the wheels that it's sitting on, the shoes that it's fitted to. Have you guys seen the Huracan Evo wheels? Well, these look like they were pulled off the Evo, they removed a couple spokes and they threw them on the Z06. Now, maybe I'm blind, right? Maybe you're like,
Mickey, what are you talking about? This car looks completely unique.
Guys, look, the bottom line is I don't think it looks all that unique. I just think the sum of its parts make it into something absolutely spectacular. The car, because it's wider now, is sitting on a more aggressive rear end, which was never my favorite view of the C8 Corvette. The C8 Corvette, to me, above the headlights, I thought that it didn't separate the space between the headlights and the top of the sloping roofline. Well, with this car, we get a beautiful integrated ducktail spoiler, and because the car is going to be wider, it's going to allow us to enjoy the back of the car, like looking at the ass of a sexy ass girl. Sorry, wife. But you guys know what I'm saying. It's gonna really accentuate the aggressiveness of the back of the car and the sexiness of it, which is something that I couldn't have said about the C8 before. So guys, what do we got? We got a redesigned front end, new side skirts, a new spoiler, a new likely redesigned rear diffuser and rear end of the car. Something that looks that much more aggressive in its most basic form. Imagine when we finally get to see the track pack, those carbon fiber wheels that are likely to be fitted as an option. This car sitting lower on an R compound tire. And then when we see it destroy and obliterate the GT3 RS, the GT2 RS, every major track focused car around the Nürburgring, I think people are gonna lose their shit, and I think that the values for these cars will skyrocket. Now, something that I've always hated about these videos is that the person talking about the car doesn't tell you if they're gonna be getting the car. Now, unfortunately for me, even though I'm in love, it's not a fit right now. And that's because I got the 765 LT Spider coming in, and to me that's going to be a great investment. And I've also got the CT5V Blackwing for the family car, so another sports car, another two-seater doesn't fit in my garage given my current budget. Now that's not to say I won't get one in the future, but as of right now I won't be getting one, and I'm extremely envious for those of you that are, because this thing's building up to be one of the top 5 greatest cars in the last 5 or 10 years, and I think it will be the greatest car in the last 5 years. Anyways, guys, tell me if you agree or disagree. Scroll down below, go to the comments, give me your thoughts, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. You know, either way, I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care.